Hey guys, I just wanted to do a monthly favorites video because I haven't done one yet at this point, and I figure maybe for those of you who don't get all of my posts on Facebook, it would be easier for you guys to follow me on YouTube so you can get kind of a review of what I've been through that month. So obviously my first monthly favorite needs to be the Crimson Tide, because I know a lot of fans were really upset that we lost that game and mad at the team, and of course I was upset as well, but I'm not mad at them. I mean, I still can't believe that the ball was turned over that many times. But I mean, with that said, it's still pretty impressive that while I'm not going to name names, but other teams might have given up being that far behind, but Alabama, they never give up. They kept going, they kept pushing. There were many points in that game where I was just thinking to myself, there's no way that we could come back from this. But somehow each time they managed to get back in the game, and they, had several opportunities to win the game. I mean, it just seemed like the football gods were against Alabama, especially with the crazy bobbled snap, and the quarterback, I thought he was about to be sacked, and then for him to be down on the ground, and then somehow he threw the ball and it ended up in one of the Ole Miss players' hands to be carried into the end zone. I mean, that was just one of those moments where I lost my mind. It just seemed like the Illuminati, I don't know, used their powers and made Ole Miss score a touchdown. I pretty much yelled so much that my face felt like it was just going to, there was so much pressure behind it, it felt like it was just gonna fly off. I mean, I was just way into the game. And like I said, while I'm sad that we lost the game, I'm still really happy that Alabama never quit. I mean, to think how far behind in scoring they were at different points in the game, and they still managed to be only 6 points behind at the end of the game. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, the mistakes were really wild, but I mean, to have that much perseverance and to not give up, that's a hard thing to do mentally. So I can only hope that in my career I can have that kind of get up and go, that kind of drive, and no matter what happens, I want to keep going like them. And I do understand that fans want their team to win always, and it would be nice, I guess, if we could always win, but also it would make people complacent, so maybe it wouldn't be such a good thing to win all of the time. But these fans that just kind of just completely trash the team when things don't go our way, it does kind of blow my mind, because it's not like the players are purposefully trying to make the team lose. Like, it's not like they get in the huddle and they're like, hey guys, it would be really funny if we just really messed up right here and just gave the other team the ball and they scored and we just completely threw this game away. Yeah, I don't think that the players do that. They're under a lot of pressure out there, and I'm pretty sure that they're trying as hard as they can, and sometimes the pressure can get to you. I mean, things happen. I mean, what can you do about it? Just support your team. I mean, that's what I try to do, and obviously this is kind of a part of my career, but I mean, just because Alabama doesn't do well doesn't mean I'm thinking, oh, well, if they keep losing, then I'm just going to draw, another SEC team. No, I don't want to do that. I want to stick to my team. So my next monthly favorite obviously has to be the Coach Saban drawing that I'm working on right now. Obviously, most of you have seen it. I'm very, very excited that I'm almost finished with this. I just have to finish up a little bit on the seams on his gray vest, and then I have to finish up the top of his straw hat, and then the background's going to be in ease. I've decided that I'm actually going to do it in black and white because I really liked how it made Julio back here pop out into the foreground, so I couldn't think of any other background I would have done with that. I mean, I looked at so many different color options, and I thought, no matter what I do in color, I felt like it would take away from Coach, and he's the man of Alabama football. So I just felt like, let's go simple again, like we did with Julio, and just do a black and white background. And for those of you who are asking or you're wondering, the original of this drawing sold last month actually, so sorry about that, it's no longer available. My Coach drawings, they sell pretty fast, but of course the prints are still available for sale on my website. And actually the guy who bought the original, he's a pretty interesting guy. He's probably the biggest Saban fan I personally know. He was actually the guy that won the bidding for the best seats in the house at the Hey Coach show with Nick Saban. And he's actually been buying prints from me for a while, and he's a really cool dude, so like I'm really glad that the original is going to him. And I'll never draw another one exactly like this, so if anybody ever wants to commission me for a different kind of Coach Saban drawing, I can do that. I just can't do, I like to keep things original and not do the same thing over and over. My next monthly favorite is not a thing or a team, it's actually Dante Hightower. I just gotta give a little shout out to him because he actually was so nice. I can't imagine how busy those players are, especially when they're in the NFL. I mean, I don't know how they have time to do anything fun outside of their job. But Dante was so nice to take a little bit of time out and let me send him a print to have signed for the Jeremiah Castile Foundation charity auction that we were doing. And he only had, I think, 4 days to get it back to me. So the fact that he not only signed it but made sure that it got back to me in time so that I could get it to the charity, that was just way too awesome. So just big props to him. What a nice guy. He's done this for me and charity events before, so I really appreciate it. And actually I'm gonna start offering, or I've already started offering, signed Dante Hightower prints, and they're on my website. Usually I only have signed prints available for a limited time, but now I kind of don't have a middleman other than the agency that represents Dante. So now you can go on my website and order prints signed by him, and I send them to either his agent or Dante, and they have him sign them, and they send them all back to me, and I ship them out to you. And also another monthly favorite has to be the Jeremiah Castile Foundation. Like I said, Dante donated a signature for that, and I was just really surprised when they asked me to donate some of my prints for their charity, and really honored because, I mean, everybody knows about Jeremiah Castile. I think he's number 2 as far as having the most interceptions in Alabama football history. So when I was asked to do that, obviously I jumped on that, and I actually had my friend Garrett frame, because we only had a couple of days to do it, had him frame one of my Coach Saban prints for that, so that was really exciting. I got to go and meet some people there. There were a lot of people there who hadn't heard of my work yet, so I mean that was really helpful. I was glad to help out their cause, but I mean they were also so helpful to me in introducing my work to new people. And that was the first time I actually got to meet Mr. Castile and his family, and they were just so incredibly nice and had so many nice things to say about my artwork. And I also ran into Antonio Langham as well, and I usually run into him actually a lot at these kinds of events. So it's always nice to see when you go somewhere and you don't know anybody. It's always nice to see somebody you do know. So big thank you again to the Jeremiah Castile Foundation. My next monthly favorite would definitely have to be Miss Rosie Butler. She and her family own a salon in Saks Fifth Avenue in Birmingham. For those of you who live in the area and you know about Saks in Birmingham, and she is just such a nice and accomplished lady. And when she reached out and asked about having my work hanging in their salon, I was just so excited. Because, well, excited number one that she's a fan of my work and a fan of Alabama football, and also Saks is just a very classy store, and Butler's Grooming inside Saks of Birmingham, it is exactly what you think it would be, and more. So that's kind of a project that's in progress right now. I have to get a lot of my originals framed. So that's gonna take a few days at least, so I can't wait to get all of that hung up in their salon. It's fabulous. I'm gonna post pictures and let you guys see it. It's gonna be amazing. And if you ever want to stop by Butler's and you can see my artwork while you're getting your haircut, or if you're getting a massage or whatever you may be there for. Also, I have to give a shout out to Harper Lane. I know I told a lot of you guys about this store. They were the first store. They're located in the Galleria in Hoover near the food court, and they're the first store to ever carry my work. I mean, back almost 3 years ago, nobody was carrying my work. I had just come out with my first prints, and the owner, Amy, she saw my work and wanted to have it in her store, so I'm very thankful for that, and I am very happy that they've been carrying my work ever since. One of the entire corners of their store right now near the front is just covered almost top to bottom in my prints, and I'm also happy that they ask my opinion, you know, on how I'd like my work displayed. They're very careful not to mess anything up, and you know, there's some retailers who kind of, nobody that carries my work, but you know, sometimes retailers can get kind of careless with things. So I'm very happy that they are very careful with my prints and care about the integrity of my work. So I'm just, if you know, aren't a fan of ordering online, if you like to get your hands on things and see what it looks like in person, definitely go to Hoover, go to the Galleria, Harper Lane. It's near the food court, and you can buy my prints there. Lastly, I know this isn't really to do with football or my artwork, and you guys can let me know because I read all the comments and I take in all of your opinions. If you don't want to hear about more personal things like this, let me know, and if you do, I'll try to include more of that in my videos. But I wanted to tell you guys about the store in the Gallery in Hoover, same mall that Harper Lane is in, and it's called Pop Cult. So any of you guys, if you're a fan of anime, Hello Kitty, you have kids that are fans of this stuff, you need to go to this store because it is so awesome. The prices are actually not over the top like you'd think, since they have a lot of Japanese imports in their store. And as you guys probably know, the ones that those of you who really follow me, I'm a big fan of anime and Sailor Moon and all of that. So when I discovered the store, I was like in love. Like, I'm sure you can see up here a little glimpse of this new Sailor Moon poster I have. Only slightly embarrassing, but yeah, other than Alabama football and obviously drawing the football players, I really enjoy anime. Kind of clashes with, you know, the football themed stuff in my room, but that's okay. You like what you like. You know, I'm gonna hang up whatever I want to hang up. If it's good, I love it, it's gonna be in my room. Got everything to pictures of CJ Mosley, AJ McCarron in my room, to Sailor Moon, video game stuff. Just, it's kind of a madhouse in here. So definitely go to the store called Pop Cult though, because it is amazing, and if you have kids that love that stuff, they're gonna love it too. And please, if you do go to Pop Cult, tell them I sent you, because I am a huge fan and I just want everyone to know about this store. Alright, that's gonna do it for my first monthly favorites video. I hope I didn't bore you guys to tears. I'm still kind of new to this video thing, but if you guys like it, just please subscribe, and I'll keep the content coming, and leave the suggestions in the comments below on what kind of videos you'd like me to do. I'm obviously going to have all of my drawing kind of videos that I've been posting, but I want to do more personal, like I said, videos like this. So I really hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it, and until next time, thank you for watching.